How you doing? Just want to give you a quick garden update. We've been enjoying the fruits, or maybe I should say the vegetables of our labor. Eating squash now for about 3 weeks. Green beans are coming in. Jane did great with the green beans, and it looks like we may have green beans this weekend. We still have green tomatoes. They're not red yet, and maybe if they don't turn red soon, we'll have some fried green tomatoes. But I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick little tour of the garden, and maybe show you a thing or two that we're kind of pleased to see.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start off with the shot that you usually see when we're looking at our garden here. And wow, things have really, they're just still growing. Yeah. But let me go ahead and let you see what we have here for the green beans. We have a lot of green beans coming in, and you know, I'm not so sure that this camera can do it justice what we have here. But Jane did great with green beans, and we may have some this weekend, hopefully, and probably, I would think, enough to share with our senior citizen neighbors. They like green beans too. My buddy, the Bayou Gardener, over at thebayougardener.com, sent me okra. And Donald, I've got okra. Small, but it's growing. And it looks like I need to put some 7 dust or something on these leaves. The okra is looking good, but the leaves are, something likes the leaves. But we do have okra. And the cantaloupe, you know, we're really guilty of trying to put too many vegetables in a small spot. But the cantaloupe has overflowed these rows. Growing like crazy. This is only 4 plants, and it looks like a jungle. But one of the things we're really pleased to see this week, and let's see, I think there's one right here. There's a cantaloupe. And there's several in there, but it's like a jungle. You can't really see how, or it doesn't really do it justice. But let me show you this one over here. Found this one today, and he's bigger than a baseball, but smaller than a softball. But we have cantaloupe. Our cherry tomatoes are doing good, producing lots of tomatoes. Excuse me. There we go, cherry tomatoes. And we have the tallest tomato plants I've ever grown. My stakes are not big enough for my plants, and I'm going to have to do something like Donald does over at thebayougardener.com, make some tomato cages next year. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's plenty of blooms on these things, and I'm running out of stake. And I do have one in here that's not faring as well as the others, but he's got fruit, he's got tomatoes on there, so I guess I'll leave him alone for the time being. The Romas are doing great. See these tomatoes over this cage here? They'll just hurry up and turn red. Chili peppers are still doing good. Still have chili peppers. And this little fellow here, my daughter picked him out. I got this for Father's Day. This is Homie, the garden gnome. And he just kind of sits out here and takes care of things for us, you know. Jalapeno peppers. Pleased to see jalapeno peppers. I have got plans for this. Hopefully we'll have some more. I have 8 plants, and they're really beginning to produce. And if you take a look at this, it won't be long. Those stuffed jalapeno peppers will be a reality. I've told my wife, if this massive squash continues to encroach on the other parts of the garden, getting close to my jalapeno peppers, I want to declare war on the squash. I really want to have some jalapeno peppers this year. The squash, I just got to tell you, it's producing like crazy. It's doing fine.
Well, that's it. Not much to see, but we're pleased to see cantaloupe and jalapeno peppers in the garden, and maybe it won't be too long we'll start having tomatoes in there. We own this lot on the other side of these trees, And I have thought about expanding the garden next year, but my wife and I are kind of in disagreement here. She wants to leave it as it is, give it a place as a place for the kids to play. The kids are not there now, and they don't play over there that much. So if maybe I can take half of it and put some corn and kind of expand on that garden next year. I have thought about purchasing a tiller, but in these tough economic times, it's tough to just run out and make purchases when things are tough as they are. But you can. We've decided to kind of start putting aside some of our resources, and who knows, maybe by next year we'll have enough put aside to purchase a tiller. And in fact, I think it's about time to make a donation now. And there's another donation toward the tiller. Almost got enough to start a trash bag. Maybe by next year we'll be able to purchase a wheel. Well, until next time, y'all take care. Well, that's it. I mean, my bloopers.
All that beer.
Yeah, I guess.